Yo, what's up, you guys? This is Andrea 3 Stacks, and you're tuned in to another episode of Overly Conversated on the delicious vinyl station powered by Dash Radio. And today, we're back. The gang is back. This is exciting. We have a topic. It's dedicated to the ladies, and we are talking our favorite female MCs of all time and our current favorites in the game. So everybody, let's introduce ourselves.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Santino.
Auntie Santino
AKA
is
Buttermilk
here.
Jesus. I got the
With
head
the head
wrap on.
wrap.
Juice,
You said Auntie Sant.
That's what I said.
juice and berries soaking in the hair. Scalp psoriasis was acting up, so you know how it goes.
You really?
Yeah.
That's a situation?
Yeah, I have to take special. I use specially medicated like shampoo. It costs like $15.
Fun facts.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it gets better.
Thank you.
Gotta feel fresh.
Yeah, be fresh with the head wrap regardless. So.
He lying. He got neck braids under there.
Hey, I got the braids in. They locked right now.
Bye. The fabulous.
Oh man, it's Victoria, Victron V12, Lady V. We in this mug.
It's Reek R33KZ. You know what's happening, Pasadena? What's happening, really?
What up? It's DJ Drolix. How everybody doing today?
We are great. How are you?
How you doing, Mr. Drollic?
That was
It
kind
didn't
of
sound right coming out of me. You should have said it.
I always say
Mr.
Mr. Drollic.
There you go.
Off the air. Have I said it on the air? I try to avoid
I
it
don't
because
think
I'm not
so.
trying to disrespect his name. His name is DJ Drolix, but in
No,
real
that's
life,
dr-
I'm like, hey, Mr.
That's Drop Top
Drollic.
Drawlings, aka Drop Top Drizzy.
Drop Top
So
Drollic.
turn.
Amazing.
He sent me an email that had Drop Top Drawlings at the end. I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
hey.
That's
I was,
really you.
I was like, I
Really
started that.
Wow.
I
That
felt
was
so
too hard.
cool.
You gave him a nickname. That's exciting. All right. Who wants to go first, though, with favorite female MCs of all time? Ricky looks ready.
I'm actually not ready because I missed the memo. I thought we were just doing new
my
MCs, but
goodness.
you know me, I never pay
Oh,
attention
we're
to
never
shit.
Doing new MCs ever.
This man
We
in the
were
text
never
game is
doing
weak. You have to reiterate things like 20 times and he still doesn't
Remember
get
Even
it.
I catch up, bro. I'll respond like 4 days later,
Today
but
he
I
was
get
sassy.
everything.
Tino even gets sassy for me. I don't even have to be sassy anymore.
This is all facts. Y'all can go first. I'll pick up.
Okay, I guess I'll go first. So it's just top 5 of like.
Your,
Okay.
Or your favorite. It doesn't have to be like your top 5, but your favorite 5
Okay.
female rappers.
So my favorite one. I'll start with my favorite one of all time. I think this is pretty predictable. I feel like y'all already know, but it's Gangsta Boo.
Oh, shout out.
She's on my list.
I love Gangsta Boo has always been my favorite because she was just like, she's hard, talking about killing people and kidnapping them, but she also get like, and it's crazy too because she be talking like about like sex and shit, but it's almost like the way she talks about it is like she's the man in the
She
relationship.
got that attitude.
Like she fucking you.
Yeah.
Like you
she
know?
definitely is.
Like you submit.
Exactly.
Yep.
But it's just hard. Like all of it, her work with 3 6 Mafia and then her solo work. And then even when she does features, like when she was featured on the Run the Jewels album, like that shit went crazy.
That was tight.
That was
I was so
hard.
happy to
What's
hear her on
crazy is
there.
there's gonna be a lot of niggas that listen to this and not know who Gangsta Boo
She's
is.
from 3 6 Mafia,
3 6
guys.
Mafia.
Look her
Legend.
up.
Look
She's
her up.
amazing.
She is hard.
She's hard as
She's
fuck.
the
Hard
legend.
as fuck.
And LaChat. Shout out to LaChat. I
LaChat.
know I've mentioned her before, but I feel like she gets overlooked all the fucking time.
Probably does.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
never hear her mentioned at least.
yeah, I fuck with her. And like growing up, I just really loved her as well because she stood out for those reasons. She used to make me blush. Like I'd be listening to it and I'd be like, oh my God.
Little Santino.
Mrs. Boo.
Like Mrs. Puff or something. Mrs. Boo.
her and Lil Kim. Lil Kim also made me feel like that.
Love her.
I'd
You
just
already
be sitting there,
know.
I'd be like, oh my God. She's really talking about this?
I'm not supposed to be listening to this.
Naughty.
My mom was working too much. She couldn't monitor. But yeah, Lil Kim as well, because she was hard. And I feel like she was hard like Gangsta Boo, but she was a bit more listenable. Like in terms of,
Adjustable.
yeah, adjustable. She's a bit more palatable. And she wasn't as like, you know, just like dirty. Like she was dirty, but I'm talking about like in terms of griminess. Because Gangsta Boo was just like grimy. Like
She was a bit graphic.
disgusting,
She was
graphic.
graphic.
Yeah, mad graphic. Lil Kim, she was dope. She was a bit more, she was rated R. Gangsta Boo's like rated X.
That's pretty funny. If people go back and listen to Gangsta Boo, they're gonna be like, wait, what? There's someone worse than Kim? Like Kim was pretty raw. Like the intro to hardcore and it's, you know, alone was like, damn.
Yeah, exactly.
She had the adult theater. Yeah, the adult theater off top. You knew
She
what you're
did.
getting into.
You knew what you were getting into off of that top track. Her, and then I also really loved Heather B.
Heather B. Oh shit.
Heather
Now
B.
she's on Sway in the morning.
Yeah, Heather B is hard. I feel like if Wu-Tang would have a female member, like it'd be her. Like,
Oh,
and
wow.
that's why I gravitated towards her so much, because she just had like that grittiness of just like straight bars and like in your face. But yeah, I feel like a lot of ours are gonna overlap. So
These are the
I just let the
facts.
next person go. Who wants to go?
Why?
Keep going.
I mean-
because
Just do your list, and then we'll chime in
I
accordingly.
have some honorable mentions I can
That's how we
put
do
in.
it. I have a lot
Uh,
of honorable mentions.
So are we just doing like people from back in the day? Or?
No, your
Well,
top
that's
five,
like your
like
top
your
of
favorite
all
female
time.
rapper.
Oh, of all
I have a lot
time.
of
Hey, y'all see the audience? Y'all see this? They try to get on me, and this man's asking what we're
Well,
doing.
we're
ready.
flexible. At least we had a top 5 ready. Unlike some people.
I
who
got a
didn't.
top 5
I know
though.
Drawlix probably even had some ready
Drawlix.
because
That's
he
all
pays
right,
attention
though,
to the
like-
chat. It's Drawlix. He's
going,
professional.
Santino.
Okay, anyways,
Keep
let's
going,
not get into
Santino.
it.
He is. I'm not.
Okay, and then definitely Missy Elliott, of course. I feel like that's an obvious one. This is obvious.
She's my favorite
Because
ever.
like her influence that she's done, she's just always been different.
Did
like,
you watch
nothing has
the
ever been new.
VMAs?
I didn't watch the VMAs.
But did you watch her performance?
I didn't watch her
You
performance.
fucking
You probably
missed.
saw clips on Instagram.
Oh,
I literally saw it at my friend's
Oh.
in the lounge, and that shit was iconic. Of course, everything she does, but like a freaking UFO came down, and abducted someone off that stage, and
y'all
then
went
it
out
was
to watch that?
no,
No,
it's
like
because I was
on
at work.
TV.
Okay,
Oh.
I was at work.
Come on, Cynthia.
In the lounge, the TV's on, and Missy comes up. Of course, I'm gonna stop everything and watch it, but they did a really good job. She was just like,
They
she
did-
came out and did like the whole.
They did her
remember,
good.
she did her good. Everybody else sucked up to that point. It was like so fucking bad. That show was really bad, and she came and she stole
Painful
that.
to watch.
Like, this is where all the budget went, all into this
For the
performance.
Missy's performance.
Should have just did Missy.
Well worth
That's
it.
all you really.
I mean, I think they could have just kicked Allison Stoner to the side though.
Ouch.
I don't really care for her little dance. Whatever.
She was in the original video. For those who don't
I
know,
thought that
she was
was
in the
Halsey
Work
on
It
stage.
video.
Oh
The
my
disrespect. The disrespect right now. I thought that was tight. They brought her out for that.
I gotta watch it. If y'all vouching for it, I guess I'll
It's
watch
definitely a must
it.
watch.
It was just like VMAs. I'm like, fuck, why am I gonna watch anything involving them?
I definitely
was-
wouldn't have watched.
it
No,
was
I would have
boof.
looked it up on Twitter. And then I went home after that. I was like, it's been a good day.
I'm
Bye.
It was a good day.
Today
That was a good one to
day.
wrap it up. I'm dead.
No, go ahead though. I totally cut you off. I thought you would have seen it for some reason.
Oh no, I didn't catch any of that. But so yeah, Missy Elliott, I feel like we all know why. Just like her influence, and she's
Innovator.
always been dope and innovative. Like I remember just for this episode, like I went back and listened to her discography, and it's just like every album is so different and so ahead of its time.
They
And-
still go.
And aged so well. I feel like a lot of the times, like we go back and listen to music, and like we still enjoy it because we have that revisitors kind of like enjoyment. Like, oh, I remember when I was listening to this. Like
Her
blah, blah,
production
blah.
is underrated
Nostalgia.
too.
Timbaland. It's not underrated.
I said hers.
Oh, hers. Yes. As for Monica, her as a producer, yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Knock Knock, fire. So Gone, fire.
Thank
2
you.
and 3 took that. ASAP and T took that.
She did Sock It To Me too, right?
Did she?
Or did Timbo do
Timbaland
that?
did that whole album, I believe.
Okay.
But she also did
Even
shit for
new-
Tweet.
Hot Boys.
Tweet. What about Turn the Lights Off? And she did
It's funny because I just watched Rihanna's fashion show today, and she used that song,
which one?
Tweets. Oops.
There you go.
Oh,
and-
word.
Yeah, and for it was just cool to like see Rihanna go back and use that song. Like I'm like, damn, most people don't even like. That's a whole different era.
I love that. I love her
Keeping it
production,
alive.
man.
Yeah.
She's one of the few, unfortunately. But yeah, Timbaland, I think he did that album like 2 weeks or something. 2 or 3 weeks. It was really short. And she didn't
Damn.
want to do the album. She was
Really?
afraid. She was like really shy. And to this day, she
Aw.
still records and makes sure no one's watching her.
Mm.
She's like studio shy. And she wanted to just be a writer. And they were like, no, we need you to do a solo
Yeah.
album.
Oh,
And,
damn.
and that's how her career started. She's like,
That's pretty hard.
well, it didn't start. She was in Sista. Okay, but whatever.
No, but
We're going to
that
the set.
that's when it started to
That's
launch and
part of
shit.
it.
Yeah.
The history.
That was
of
her. Oh my gosh, I still remember seeing that. That video and Sock It To Me, groundbreaking. And even her makeup. I feel that's underrated. Like, Someone needs to do some Missy makeup tutorials because that shit, like in the bitch video, like all the rhinestones. She's amazing.
Just
She's
always
so
next
tight.
level, but on an amazing scale.
Yeah, so tight. So, what'd you guys think of her new project?
I didn't get to
The
listen
EP?
to it.
You didn't hear it?
No. Did you listen to it?
I did. It was just like a few songs though. And one was
Yeah,
like
I
a
think
remix,
I
and I
expected
expected more.
more
To be
of
real.
Well, so, but was it bad? Like,
No, but it wasn't great.
Wasn't
Okay.
memorable.
I listened to Rhapsody's new album. That shit
Oh,
was,
I
that shit
I
was
have
hard.
her on my list
That shit
of
was
the
hard.
current. Yeah,
That shit was hard.
Eve, really good. Okay, who else?
And
Was that all
then
5? I think
my-
that was. I don't know.
No, that was 4.
Yeah.
My 5th one would be Foxy Brown.
Oh,
The
man.
Il Nana.
Yeah, Il Nana. Yeah, Il Nana. That was exactly
voice
what I was
is
gonna
sick.
talk about. Because when I first heard that, it was like, because like all the other ones on my list kind of have like that distinctive voice. I wouldn't say it's manly, but it's a bit more grittier than most
It's gritty.
like, women's voices. But,
Yeah, I love.
But like Foxy Brown's voice is a bit softer. And it was like,
Softer. To me, I feel like her voice is very raw and gritty.
I feel like it's softer than like Gangsta Boo's and everybody else's.
It's a little more like.
She just doesn't
I'm-
project it as much.
I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
soft. I'm
Like
just saying it's like
gentler?
softer.
To me, she reminds me of like female Biggie flow.
Her
Jay
flow,
Z
though?
obviously wrote stuff. I mean, we're not gonna go there, but she's still tight. Because we can say the same about Kim. You know, Biggie wrote, but you know, it doesn't fucking matter. Okay, y'all love Drake.
B
This
writes her
generation
own
loves Drake.
lyrics.
They can make some exceptions.
No, but yeah, but she was dope. She was hard. Il Nana was incredible, and
I even like Broken Silence. I like Candy off of there. I like BK Anthem. I like Oh Yeah. It had some. She had some sick singles off of that album. That was like her last good one, I would say.
who wants to go next?
Vic, you ready?
Andrea's staring me down.
Not really.
Um.
I mean, it's like a lot overlap. So,
No, yeah.
But
Yeah, I'll do mine. I didn't think too hard about it. I just kind of went with like what I naturally enjoy and
Gravitate.
listen to.
mhm.
I guess since Santino went top to bottom, I know you guys don't love Nicki Minaj, but she was like one of the first rappers that I like really listened to and enjoyed.
Mhm.
So Andrea's
How do you feel about her now, though?
I'm not like she's
Keep
not
your
the
opinion
same.
strong, fam. Keep.
No.
Be strong, Vic.
Freaks
I'm only gonna
getting
judge
on
you.
me. No, I think her place in this generation of hip hop is so solidified. Of like, she just has that major crossover factor, but she's a spitter and she's like, she was vulnerable. Like when she first, like Pink Friday is one of my favorite hip hop albums because there just was a little bit of everything. And to me, like her videos off that album were really fun. And
I will say this: I thought Nicki Minaj was hella tight when she was on the Dedication 2 mixtapes with Weezy.
yeah.
Like she was,
She could spit.
she was barring.
Oh, she was
niggas
hard
up
back
then.
when she was doing like Itty Bitty Piggy and shit like that.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I
she
think
was,
we've had this discussion that
she
she
was
could
rapping,
really
rapping,
spit,
yeah.
but
Beam
she
Me Up
just
Scotty mixtape was really lyrical and and even coming like Lil Wayne is like a goat, like maybe the goat, but like to be under him and to like have him as your mentor and as your like, that means something to me, you know, like to have him not carry your career, but to have him like
got it.
as your,
As your mentor.
mentor. Yeah, and everybody knows like her monster verse, like that was such a moment in hip hop.
She bodied everybody. On
Yeah, he
that.
almost
Kanye
took
didn't
that
wanna-
shit
yeah,
off.
he didn't wanna put her
because he's like,
on.
no
He
one
was
outdo
like-
me on my track.
Like
that made her career blow up. Not made her career.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like that.
It really
It
it
was
took
a
it to that next
defining
level.
moment.
That took it to
soli-
that next
that just
level.
also solidified her as a spitter, like with the best. Like,
And I was really hoping,
Like,
you know,
you
she was
ran-
gonna continue that, and then she just went a different way. You know what I'm saying? Starships and shit. Like I just, yeah.
why you gotta say it like that?
Because I'm disappointed. Like she could have been like really one of the best to ever do it in the game, like for hip hop, but she went into this poppy lane that I just couldn't. I couldn't do it.
She went Carmelo on us.
Unfortunately. Yeah, she
Went for the check instead of trying to win a ring.
I think you're right. Thank you. That's a great analogy. Joel is like, damn, that's real as
He's letting
fuck.
that
That's the
sink
realest
in
shit I
a
heard.
little bit.
I'm dead.
Oh man.
And so just what she's doing, she retiring like Carmelo.
She deleted her tweet. Did you see that?
No, she deleted.
Oh, that she was
Deleted her
retiring.
tweet.
I might
No, I know.
she
I
might
think
diss me after this.
What I've
actually.
always liked about
Ah.
Nikki is like she's done what she wants to do. Like, and sometimes it doesn't make sense, and sometimes it does. And like, I don't know. To me, she's just. I've always respected that she's like, this is me, and I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with like,
Here we go.
because
He got that look on his face.
Yeah, he's like, I agree to a certain extent.
no, yeah, because I enjoyed the hell out of Pink
He has
Friday.
a snob
like,
look on his
It
face.
was
Oh, what's the Miranda?
Pink Miranda Priestley. I got the snob look. I got the hair wrap. Don't test me. No, I'm just kidding. No,
Learn today.
I really enjoyed Pink Friday when I first listened because it was like I didn't know much about Nicki Minaj until like I heard the Monsterverse, and then I listened to Pink Friday, and I was like, okay, like this is cool. This is cool music. It's fun. She's not trying to be too serious. You know, I just had a good time. Super Bass is catchy. Fucking that other song. Just a lot of catchy songs. Clearly making more pop rap music. And then I took a deeper dive into her discography, and I was like, she was really spitting back. What the hell is this?
She was.
But
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying. It just hurts. It hurts.
she got the bag.
But
Got the
yeah,
bag.
she got the
She
bag.
Posting
Enjoying herself.
awkward
She
ass
lives a good
Instagram
life.
videos
With
with her
that
man.
too.
Those videos are so like
Oh.
painfully awkward.
Oh, yeah.
I was enjoying Twitter that day. No disrespect.
Oh man.
You know, like she's happy, cool.
No, yeah, I'm happy she's happy. It's just that was awkward. Like that shit was weird.
It was very weird.
He just wasn't moving, like hands in his pocket, side profile, and if y'all haven't watched the video, go watch it. I'm sure it's still on her
Or
Instagram.
don't. It's just poolside, and you know, she's just prancing around him, and he's not knowing what to do with it. It's just very like stoic. I don't know.
No words to really
So-
describe what's going on.
It's
And
weird.
who else you got on your list?
All right. Number 2, I said Lauryn Hill.
Thank you.
Because she's amazing. And to me, like, she's just so classic. And she's influenced so many rappers like Nicki, and even like some of my favorites, like Vince Staples names her as one of his favorite. Lecrae, like, said that he could first like see God and like hip hop through Lauryn Hill. And I think like that's just so, she's somebody that just puts so much soul in her music, and like she can rap and spit, but then she can like just be really vulnerable and like yeah, from the Fugees to Miseducation, and even like ASAP Rocky sampled her on
yeah,
Testing.
some line for- Yes, once again, it
But,
comes back
you know.
to Testing for the unplugged.
Almost a
example.
year later.
That I had to throw that out there
We're still talking about
to
testing.
make my case for Lauryn Hill.
Y'all suck, bro.
What is this funny? 'Cause- Okay, anyways, yeah.
No, yeah, I just love Lauryn Hill.
I gotta say, like, the song Tell Him off of Miseducation, that has, like, a lot of references to the Bible, so I could see why Lecrae said that. I didn't know he ever said that, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That album is pretty much perfect
It's a
to this
wonderful-
No,
day.
that's very much
There's
so
nothing wrong with
flawless.
that
album
album.
is flawless.
There's
It's
nothing
like
wrong with
it's
that
like
album.
Illmatic.
Timeless.
Like
That is a flawless album.
I bought that the day it came out. I can proudly say it was everything. Everything is everything. But actually, my
What is
favorite.
meant to be
Yes. we always talk about how in Down to Earth, the Chris Rock movie, they play that
Bruh.
movie like 20
Yeah.
fucking times throughout the
down
film.
there.
Oh.
I love that about his movies though, because he's always doing like random shit like that. But yeah.
It's just like they play that over and over and over.
Her-
My favorite
her-
song.
her-
Can I say my favorite song of
Yeah,
hers?
yeah.
Is Sweetest Thing off of the Love Jones soundtrack. So good if you haven't heard it. But go
Her,
ahead.
I was gonna say Lauryn Hill's Unplugged is probably one of the best ever, if not the best. And the song, is it Clearwater? I just like water.
I ain't felt this way in
is
years.
bro. That song is like, I thought I just got transported to
Chills.
like,
That whole performance, I was
Fiji or
like, I'm
some
in
shit.
heaven.
The waterfall.
I still gotta watch that. I haven't watched that one.
oh, it's
So
heat,
good.
bro.
On fire. Yeah,
You
my
haven't
favorite one right now is the
watched
Jay-Z one.
That one is fire,
I'm still
too.
stuck on that one because that shit
With
is
the
just so
roots.
damn good.
Be-
That shit is so
I was
fucking
gonna say
good.
between that one and Jay-Z, those are like the top.
I love Alicia Keys Unplugged stuff
Actually-
right there. I was actually listening to that yesterday.
Hell, Alicia Keys got
so
unplugged.
fucking good. Where have you been?
Hers is fire
so
too.
Good.
And
I have
Kanye's
that
is dope
album.
too. Kanye's
I don't even
unplugged.
remember Ye's like that.
Late registration.
I remember 808s when he did that, the VH1 Storyteller.
I
Oh
love
yeah,
that.
and
That
the
is
orchestra
my
did Pinocchio.
favorite shit.
Yeah.
That shit was
It's
crazy.
crazy.
Oh
I
my
wish I
god.
could have been there so
Holy
bad.
shit.
All right, let her finish. We're going off
go
on
ahead.
tangent.
Yeah.
We messed up. Yes, that's true.
As usual.
I feel bad. I feel like we always get tangential on what's it called on Vic's part.
It's okay.
Sorry.
You could go tangent
I
on
really
me.
don't mind.
Get ready to
I
do
really
some
don't.
tangents on me.
Number 3, I said Rhapsody because I think she's just currently just really, she kind of breaks that stereotype of what a female rapper should be today. She's always just been herself, and like even like the She Got Game mixtape album cover where she's like sitting on the basketball rim is like, I don't know, it was so cool to me. And like for me who loves sports and music, she's always blended like you can be kind of a tomboy and like still be feminine and fierce. And like Layla's Wisdom, like when she dropped that was such a statement, and she was Grammy nominated for that. And then her new Eve album is so good, and I love how she's like not afraid to be fun too. Like I forget what song it was, but they're like kind of laughing together. And then kind of like Nicki too, to have someone like Ninth Wonder, like that cosign is so powerful. And
Damn
like
loud.
to-
Bro, not only that, she gets Ninth Wonder and Guru. Like,
Yeah.
She is a lucky gal.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. She is blessed
like
with beats.
you
for
get your
life.
Guru,
Yeah,
bro.
she honestly never has to worry about finding a good producer.
She has
Or
yeah.
engineer.
Yeah.
like,
Legends. And yeah, I just think she's paved her own lane and she's killing it in her own way.
I had her on my list for the current too. Like,
Uh-huh.
she's definitely up there. That Eve album, that project, it's just like so empowering and creative. And she named them all after powerful black women. It was just like all the way through. I was like, damn, Rhapsody is like the best shit I've heard from her. Honestly, I've been following her.
She
since-
elevates.
I interviewed her
each
back
time.
like in 2012,
Wow.
Oh, damn.
way back when. So it's been tight to see her grow.
subtle flex.
No, like I think that was
Hey.
tight. Like she even wanted to do it. Like I just had a little
Yeah.
blog. I wasn't
Aw,
anything.
That's so
That's
cool.
Shout out to
awesome.
her.
She seems really humble and like
She was
cool
really nice.
too. Like
She likes the Lakers too. Yes.
okay, besides that,
Boo. She's like boo.
no.
She loves
Okay.
her Celtics.
I was about to say, man.
We got Kemba Walker. Okay. Number 4, I said Eve. Mostly because Gwen Stefani.
Eve is on my list too, and he was just playing Eve on your ride and die
see?
chick.
No, I think she's
on my
just,
list.
Definitely on my
See?
list.
Okay, good. Okay, good. No, she's just so cool. Like as the first lady of Rough Riders, that's just such a powerful thing. And her Scorpion album went platinum, and another one went gold. I think. Like she's put up numbers that I think people don't
She
realize.
was the first ever to go number 1.
There you
First
go.
female.
Whoa.
That's powerful.
Big
People
one.
don't know that.
I
Like
bought that
people
one
talk
too.
about Nicki's numbers or about Cardi B's, and those are important. But like, that's a big deal.
Yeah, who did it
That
first?
debut album so flame has Swizz, Timbaland, DMX.
What
Missy.
y'all wanna do? Dun dun dun
Now
dun.
what y'all really- That's the like edited version.
The family.
That
Feud.
wasn't on that album. Was it? I know it was definitely on Rough Riders Volume 1, but I
don't
can't
know.
remember if
I
it
just
was
know
also on her
it was
debut
MTV
album.
Jam of the Weekend that dropped in the summer.
MTV.
And I was
Jam
like,
of the Week.
You know what I'm saying?
That was such a
Rico's
good
like-
one. Yeah, that was definitely iconic right there.
Yeah, and even like now, just how she's on The Talk. Like, I don't know. To me, it's cool how like she's so hip hop, but she's like
and married
been
to a
able
billionaire.
Yeah, or like
I
I,
thought
don't
she was
know,
living in
she's
London,
just-
or she was.
He's from London, I think.
Yeah,
I
she
was
don't-
over there for a
might be.
minute because I was like, "Where's
just
Eve?"
doing-
What happened to Eve?
I don't know, but
Shout out to Swizzy on the beats.
Yeah, he has
Swizzy.
good production, and I don't. Yeah. Anyways, that's Eve. Is that good for that? And then number 5, I had a hard time. Like I said, I just kind of like picked what came to mind first, but I put Queen Latifah as number 5.
Oh, you really got one of my.
Because I think
she
she's
on my
just
list.
so I think she's so iconic in her own way.
She is.
Like,
UNIT.
yeah, I know. I mean, everybody
Who
knows
you calling
that
a
one.
bitch?
Bitch.
She was waiting for that one.
I'm centered today. I'm not snappy.
I was waiting for the show. The show makes it more fun.
just boiling. It was boiling.
She
And
held a
here
lot
it
in
is.
today.
I was being nice earlier. Promise. They witnessed
Oh
it.
man. Yeah. So that yeah.
I think Queen Latifah is like one of the best when it comes to delivery. Her voice is just like an instrument in its own, and then she just commands attention. Like you're not ignoring her if she rapping. You're gonna have to like, not only you gonna have to your bars up, but you're gonna have to make sure you coming across like, cause she's gonna run you off a track. Definitely.
This is
Yeah.
factual.
Like a train.
And then she
coming.
had like she was able to do that range to Just Another Day, which is so smooth.
Smooth.
And it's
Yeah.
like she could spit, but then she's
So
also
much.
like, this is a vibe right here. I
Yeah.
love it.
And she, you know, she just, I mean, I think she's underrated as an icon. Like,
Yeah.
she
As
acts-
a mogul.
As a
Ladies
mogul.
and- Oh my God,
Mogul.
Chloe and Set It Off. I read they were trying to redo that, and I was like, there will be no other Chloe.
Right.
Ever.
Remake that.
Good luck with that shit.
sitting in the Lolo like,
Shit.
That shit was hard.
That was an amazing film,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
I always got confused in that part though when she drove off and they just started shooting at the car. I'm
Stop!
like, hey,
Don't ruin it for people.
niggas should have been seen that movie. Seriously said it all. There's something wrong,
There's
bro.
some young people listening, and it's like, ooh. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, she drives off and they shoot at the car.
I'm like, bro, that shit's
Tino's like, let me
weird,
tell you what
bro.
happened.
Don't you gotta like be shooting back at the cops for them to shoot?
Yeah,
at
I
you?
never understood the end either.
I mean,
I just kind of accepted her. I was like, look, it's Queen Latifah.
And then, are we doing honorable mentions now too, or
we could throw
Are we
those in
just-
after.
after? Okay, so those are my 5.
Those were solid. Solid choices. They overlap. See, I did Eve, did Lil Kim, Missy, but MC Light.
Ooh.
You guys
I was
didn't
waiting-
mention
I was
MC
some- I was
Light, and I
waiting
think
for
she's my
somebody.
very favorite of all.
Yeah.
Cause
I could tell.
10% fucking diss.
Oh.
Generational
Goddamn, Mo,
difference.
shut the fuck up. Like, it was just like, oh. Cha, 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 paper thin. Her flow is crazy. It sounds like she doesn't even take breaths half the time. She just like goes the fuck
Spitfire.
off.
I just think of Light as a rock. And
I am the light.
Is it
Like,
is it,
oh shit,
was
like
it on Love
nobody
and
wanted
Basketball
it with her.
too?
Oh yeah, you're right. It was in that. During the basketball scene, like there was like,
Yeah.
okay, all right. You're right. She was. But she's so freaking tight, dude. I love her.
I be kind of disrespectful with MC Light sometimes. Not,
Even poor Georgie. She
I-
had messages in her song.
she's fire though. She's a goat. I think if there was no MC Light, we wouldn't have a lot of these. Probably she started that.
Like I
shit,
feel like
though.
dudes were afraid of her. That's
Right.
like she was that legit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I fuck with her forever. Who else did I have? Oh, Left Eye. I fucking love
Left
Left
Eye.
Eye.
Damn.
She's just
bro. Her verse
her
on You Know What's Up.
Yeah, Donnell Jones. You know what's up. We always talk about that. Waterfalls. Her verse on that. I seen a rainbow
Rainbow
yesterday.
yesterday.
The all that theme song, iconic.
Scrubs.
Scrubbed. You can't wait.
Her
You
voice
can't
is.
expand my horizon. Believe you in the scrubs never rise. I don't find it surprising. Yeah, that shit's hard.
She was on.
She's on Big Willie style, Will Smith.
Big Willie style.
I'm naming all the best things that I loved about her.
I mean, honestly, she was like for me, she was like the way she even pieces her verses together. If you listen to them and you listen to Andre 3000, they kind of like
The cadence.
the
is
cadence is
similar.
they're kind of similar.
And I think that's why I love her. The cadence, her voice itself. She didn't cuss a lot. Like she didn't even really cuss. But she would just use all these
Make
crazy
her point.
multi-syllable adjectives and paint a picture. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was amazing.
She's
That's
very
so
descriptive. It was
Yeah.
cool.
I loved her.
I always be joking like I'm not as cool. You know, like I wish I could be as cool as her voice on Donnell Jones's You Know What's Up, because it's just like you play that and it's like damn, this shit got so much swag
I
on
get
it. Like,
so mad when they cut out her
Dripping.
verses. Like I'll be out and about.
You
I'm
literally
like,
always say something.
they-
Disrespectful.
She literally, I've witnessed her say something like 3 times. She's like, "Watch, they're gonna cut her verse." I already know they always do, and sure enough, every
cut it.
time they
But at
cut
least
it.
on No Scrubs, you
Terrible.
know they're gonna cut her voice from the jump because you hear if she doesn't say "Busta," the little echo,
Yeah, the
then you
echo.
know it's not coming,
Oh.
and they're on some bullshit wherever you're at. Because it's not like she cusses. Why are you gonna cut out Left Eye, fucking legend? Okay, but yeah, she's tight. And even on Not Tonight, that's a fucking record to this day. You had Angie Martinez, The Brat, Missy Elliott, Lil Kim.
bro, that shit. I'm
Left
like, how can
Eye,
we
Mary
not mention
J
that?
in the
Thank you.
video.
Ladies' night, bro.
What are we even doing right now?
Right? What is it?
Bro, that shit, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, when that video dropped, I just was like, damn, like.
With the
This-
shit. I mean, the cruise liner.
Yeah.
They were on the island.
The island.
I
was
love
like,
that aesthetic.
damn.
Like, very.
Missy had
Tonight,
the Missy
you
had
should
the
be like,
fly
this
ass
is
finger
it.
waves.
Yes, she did. They're all white except for Mary, who was like, it seemed like she just showed up to the shoot because she was wearing shoes
She
and
just pulled
she
up
was
late.
wearing this like beach dress, like all like they were like, you
Like
make a cameo,
random.
and she looked kind of drunk if you look back at it. It's amazing.
They
Me and my
probably
friends were watching it
were.
the other day. So.
And the fact that Angie Martinez is on there rapping.
Yeah,
Like,
that's-
niggas don't even
I fucking
know.
love
People,
Angie
yeah.
Martinez, hero forever.
Hey, yo,
she's
shout out to
That, and
Angie
she got
Martinez,
production from
bro.
Pharrell.
Right.
winning.
Yeah, Angie's a legend too. But yeah, that is all I think I got for Left Eye. Who else did I say? We already spoke about them, unfortunately.
We can say like
I gotta say
why
for
you
Missy
like
also.
them. Yeah.
I mean, we said it. She's an innovator, but also like she was one of the first big girls. She was the first big girl. She wasn't out here dressing all sexy. Like
Oh, yeah,
she just
that's true.
She paved the way for
She was a
Lizzo.
dude,
She paved
yeah.
the way for everybody to just do whatever the fuck they wanted and not just rely on sex to sell the records.
Yeah.
So that was a big deal.
That's
It really
important.
was. Do I have any other notes? Lil Kim, Junior Mafia. We didn't mention Junior Mafia, but yeah, she could really hold her own. And come on, the Benjamins, freaking the verse. And I love the remix when in the video. If you watch the video, she's like in the prom dress, and then she comes on stage in the rock remix. Yeah, all that. Amazing.
All that.
It's just and also for Kim, we did mention her style, but I know that she stated that designers have even come up to her and been like, I base my entire collection off
Wow,
of you.
that's a
Really?
big deal.
So that's a
Damn.
huge deal. And she was the
Style
first
icon.
to walk in a fashion show, I believe,
Oh,
Baby Fat.
I think I
Runway.
remember
Oh, that's
that.
cool.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that. That's dope.
Yeah.
The crossover
Her
of hip hop
styles
and
are
fashion has
I remember,
evolved so
yeah.
much.
And
Uh-huh.
on Cribs, I remember she had like different designer rooms. She's like, here's my Chanel room.
Oh, that's
Here's
so
my. I was just like,
cool.
damn, Kim,
Gold.
you really are that
You
bitch.
gotta do it.
Queen bee
That really is gold.
forever.
Like,
That's a goal.
niggas got rooms
This is my
designed by
Tiffany
them.
This is
room.
the Chanel room. I've got
The
all my
Louis
Chanel
Vuitton
shoes. And,
room.
yeah.
That's
I
hard.
was like, damn.
Fendi
Kim doing
Prince
it.
room.
Yeah. And I think that's all. Aside from, we talked about Eve. Yeah, she was first go number 1. And I did love her. Like, Love is Blind is a really underrated track. That was
Yeah,
about
that's a
domestic
good
violence
one.
and it's a crazy message. And I remember hearing that and getting like chills the first time I heard it. So if you've never heard that, listen to Love is Blind.
Yep.
Dedicated to Andrea. Not me, but I always remember that. I was like, that girl had my name. It's crazy.
Crazy. Small
It's in the
world.
video, the music video. So yeah.
Your turn, Reek.
Who you got? I pretty much said everybody they said. Lauryn Hill. I think me personally, up until recently, I thought Lauryn Hill was the best ever. Period. Lyrically,
Man.
like lyrically.
Who knocked her out?
Right now it's between No Name and Tierra Whack.
Ooh. But Tierra can spit though, like her freestyles, I could watch them all day.
Reek.
All day. That's a bold ass statement.
Like I'm
man.
looking at just like technical like bars, like
The
you know,
flow.
flows and like just coming up with witty ass lines and like listen to Lauryn Hill on Fuji La, like just burns niggas off tracks, bro. Like I was just like, yo, she's the best ever. Like
Ooh, Ready or Not too. We didn't even
Ready
talk
or
about
Not,
that.
Yes, Ready
verse.
or
Ready or Not.
Yeah, we really didn't talk about her run with the Fugees, but she was really murking shit
That's
like on
cool.
all the
I mean, they was
Iconic.
beefing with Pac, like
like,
That was
Facts.
great. They just stepped to the park
They
like,
Right.
yo.
and that
Like,
just
they
like
were not
showed her
afraid.
range too, because she had like such an angelic voice,
Yes.
like
Her
with
voice.
the song "Killing Me Softly" and just like any other time, like to Zion
Shit,
and
nigga.
like all that
Zion,
shit. But then
so-
she can turn around and fucking flame you
You
on
on
a
the
track,
track.
like
Like,
oh my god.
I was thinking of Sister Act 2. Her voice probably
Rita
sounded-
Watson.
Yes. Her
She's
voice-
always been late. She's
Day
never
one,
been on
day
time.
one.
I'm weak, bro.
I saw that tweet. I was like, damn, she didn't even show up to the damn choir performance on time.
She did it.
Oh.
St. Francis. So good.
It's on brand.
What a great film.
St. Francis.
Incredible film. St.
Watch that at
Francis.
least once a year.
It's been a while since I've seen. I gotta
Tradition.
rewatch that one.
But yeah, she
A
really
must.
was like, doing the Drake shit before Drake was doing it. Like, rapping and singing. Like, she started that, bro. Like,
Getting people in their feels.
right.
Dude, that album, let me tell you, got me through a lot in my life.
It gets, that album gets everybody.
X Factor, stupid. That song is
That's
dumb.
another level
Woo!
of.
Getting teary-eyed to think about it.
The homie went down memory lane real quick.
I was like, okay, are you okay?
You
It was
okay?
like that,
Are you
Amy
okay?
Winehouse, Back to Black, and I feel like there's another album, like those go-to when you're just like, damn.
There are those albums that. you're
But
just like,
Back to Black is like, damn, let me just cry this out
You
real
be, you
fast.
really be in shambles, like.
Damn.
I don't know. I don't have a heart, so.
Great Stone Cold.
And Welcome
Killer
to Heartbreak, that's the other one.
Welcome to Heartbreak.
Oh, those three right there. You're going through it, I highly recommend those three albums. Just
That's the lineup.
You have to live through.
I'm gonna go with Eve. I just liked her voice. I just thought she was raw, and her accent, or her New York accent, always kind of cut
Philly.
through the tracks. Oh, it's Philly.
Philly.
And then Lil' Kim, of course, she was just raunchy, and I felt like I was exposed to stuff I shouldn't have been at a young age because of Lil' Kim, and I was cool with that. I'd be looking around like, am I supposed to be watching this? It's on MTV, so I guess I could watch it. Queen Latifah, Missy Elliott, just because like we already said, she's innovative. Between her and Busta Rhymes, like
Hype Williams.
music videos is always off the charts. She's probably one of the only female rappers, and not even female, just rappers in general, who could flow, like who could rap over a Crazy Pharrell beat and like be in the pocket and like.
Ooh, what's that one?
bum,
On and
bum, bum,
on.
bum, bum,
On
bum,
and
bum,
on.
bum,
Yes, you
bum,
knew
bum.
exactly what I was. That song is so hard. Like,
Yeah, that beat was out of this world.
so good.
And I'm gonna also have to throw in there Lady of Rage.
Ooh, Afro Puffs, Death Row.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. All I know is Afro Puffs, but that's the only song niggas need to know.
I'm gonna be real. That's really the only song you need to know.
That's the only song you need to know.
What was the anthem cut she was on?
She was on the anthem
She
cut.
was on the
I
anthem
remember
cut.
seeing that. What song was that? It was weird, bro.
Nah, it was some random ass song I found. I was like, shout out to
like
Lady of
Gerald the
Rage.
Damager was on that song.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Could have been. I think you're right. I believe he is correct. Let me get my phone. You keep going. I'll see if I can find it.
But yeah, Lady of Rage, bro. Rough and tough on my Afro Puffs. I remember when I first saw that video, I just felt scared. Like, damn, she finna whip my
That
ass.
beat was hard too. It was like gangster as fuck.
That beat was hard.
She's really about to beat your ass.
And then would be ending it would be Foxy Brown and Left Eye. Like, I kind of forgot about Left Eye, but yeah, that's like my, I know it was 5. I gave y'all like 8, but
Nah, it's cool. We make our own rules sometimes.
We do what we do. All right, so the next half of this show, we're gonna talk about
Hydraulics,
who
did you
we're
wanna
feeling
share
right
your
now. Oh
song?
yeah, we can't leave out Hydraulics.
Come on, everybody.
Did we say
Nobody mentioned
That's why I
Shantae
played
Harris.
it. That's why I played it.
You like
man,
Funkified
we can't.
first
I'm from the
female
Midwest, so
vocal?
we gotta talk about the Brat.
Funkadelic.
Like, man,
We could talk about it. She was the first.
Man, she
To
man.
go platinum.
Like, it just with being with So Def helping put them on the map.
Yeah.
Like her work, you know what I'm saying? Like all her features are crisscross and like all her features, Missy, everybody. Like she worked with everybody back then. And, yeah, you can't forget about that.
I forgot to mention she was on Not Tonight as well.
And she was on that tonight.
Ooh.
So like I feel like she had one of the strongest feature games back then.
And the Mariah
Right.
cuts. The
And the
songs
Mariah
with
cuts,
Mariah I
like-
used to love.
Yeah.
What is he gonna talk shit? I see his face.
I was just gonna say, what do you like with Tyrese? Fire to this day. Out of here.
What do you like?
You can't not play that at a 90s, 2000s party. Like you
You
gotta
don't play
play
it in
that.
our 90s. Don't play it.
I be playing track. I be trying to raise the frequency. It's a whole nother
Like,
story.
I gotta lay low. I'm saving it for my best night.
Yeah. But yeah, the Brat. I had to mention her. But y'all said everybody else.
No,
though,
I feel like we
like-
didn't. What about Raw Digga? What about
Shit.
There's
Flip
so
Flip Mode
Mode,
Squad is the
Imperial?
greatest.
There's so
Yeah,
many.
Flip Mode.
And she had party and bullshit and party.
13 Ghosts.
She was in 13
Yeah, she-
Ghosts. I did see that movie just because Raw Digga was in it.
I
And
forgot she was in 13 Ghosts.
I literally just
I
totally
watched
forgot.
that movie.
And what about Trina?
Damn, nobody said nothing about Trina.
Slip and
The
slide.
baddest bitch.
The Diamond Princess.
Long heels.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
And she's still-
for capping, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Trina, I feel like she even extended her career because, like, obviously she did Nan in, like, 98. And she
Yeah.
still was, like, going strong in the 2000s.
Yeah.
She had, I used to love Be Alright with Ludacris. Kanye produced that. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that song's amazing as well. And then she
Yeah.
had the song with Kelly Rowland. Here we go. Here we go again.
I just want to hear Andrea's impressions of all that.
Do we want to put Erica
funny, it's
Badu in
not
the
me this
conversation?
time.
I was thinking that.
Like,
Not gonna lie, but it was a reach. I was like, it's too much of a reach.
I would
albums
give
are
it to her though because she
soul.
is a lyricist. Like
She is,
even though
though.
she's a singer, she's
To the pole.
a lyricist. Like the way she puts her songs together, I would put her in the category of
She could actually spit. Like,
Yeah.
she could
and she'll
do.
bar niggas up.
She could do
she'll
a
bar
rap
niggas up.
album. Why hasn't she
could
done
rap.
that?
She can also produce too. Like
Yes.
Yes, she can.
her
She can
production
DJ.
is so underrated.
Yes, she
like,
can.
Just
What
off the
can she
strength of her
not
baby
do?
daddies.
right.
Andre 3000, Jay Electronica.
Common.
She
Well,
daddy
not baby
Common.
daddy, but
Like,
yeah.
come on.
He went vegetarian for her though. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
you can't look at Erica Badu's eyes. Like, that's just not.
I see.
That's smart.
I forgot which ASAP member said it. But he said,
Ferg, I think.
He was like ASAP. He said style wild like comment after Erica.
Electric Circus though, that whole entire phase was like, what the fuck?
what happened there?
That happened to 3 Stacks too though, because he was
But
wearing
he
brave
always been
jerseys.
a-
Now he wear like feather pants.
He started bugging
after-
out
He started
after
bugging
they
out after
dated. He was
Erica
bugging
Badu.
out. Like he was always
Yeah.
weird, but it just like fucking.
It just went
boom.
totally
Through the
left.
roof. He had the wigs. He had like the
Yeah.
pink pants, like
Wearing football shoulder
Oh,
pads.
Yeah.
All types of stuff.
Neck of the Woods video and shit.
Unleashed.
Oh, thank you, Drawley.
You're welcome.
Who else did I forget? That's what I had at the chat. Gangsta Trina. Yeah, we good. Okay, next. We're going to talk about the current state of the game. Who, obviously, we started that conversation with Tiara, but honestly, we've talked about her so much on the show. If you know, you know. Like, her freestyles are crazy. On Instagram, I feel like a lot of people know her now because of the freestyle. And Whack World was cool, but what was the one she did? She did a freestyle. Who was it on? Was it Flex or somebody? All of a sudden, everybody was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Tiara," and I'm like,
Acted
"You've
like they
been on."
knew.
I ain't even gonna front. Y'all was the first ones who went to her show and was like, "Yo, she's the real deal."
It was before I went to the show. That's how I knew to go to the show.
So,
Yeah. Whack World, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like last summer.
I think Rick from Delicious told me about her.
Really?
Uh-huh.
No way.
But
That's
yeah.
tight. Wow. Shout out to Rick. We are on
Yeah, we are on
Delicious.
Shout out Rick.
Right
Vinyl
now.
Radio.
We love Rick Ross.
quick little promo.
Hey, why
This
not?
message was perfect.
If you want,
Right, by
hey guys,
Rick
do you like
Ross and
pizza?
Mike
If you guys like to
Ross.
eat pizza, go to
Come
Delicious
visit me
Pizza
on
on Sunset
Sunset
and
and
another
Adams.
location on Adams Boulevard.
also do
My
the block
favorite
party.
slice is the pesto.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie, bro.
The
Like,
pizza is fire.
pizza is fire. They be
No,
playing
no,
fire
like-
ass hip
No,
hop.
their pizza's actually really good. Like all bullshit aside, like they have some fire pizza.
and the little cakes that I be getting there.
The
The
olive oil.
The olive oil?
And the gelato. They have gelato too,
the cheesecake
guys.
was the ricotta pancakes are pretty fire
yo,
too.
we going there after this. Can we just pull
It's
up?
gonna be closed.
No,
Or
it's
no.
open till
The
Let's
3
go. I'm
a.m.
hungry. Okay, we're going.
We're
okay.
in there.
I'll let Steven know.
Now you know.
We
Yeah,
coming
You
yeah,
said
we
I'll
do.
let Steven know.
It's been too long.
It's
I
been
didn't
a
eat
minute.
dinner, so I need that. Anyways, who else? Obviously, we were talking our name. No name.
No
Room
name,
25.
very good.
Incredible.
And she's so
No Name is fire.
vulnerable too. She talks about things that people don't want to talk about.
Yeah, and-
like
And the thing is like, I like how, because a lot of people like to get like deep and introspective and stuff like that, but it's so hard to listen to sometimes. But her, like with like I said this on telephone, like she's unique because not only her voice and the way she's rapping is like so poetic, but she makes these deep, heavy topics seem so easily digestible. Like all over telephone, like the whole album's about death, but it's still so like bright and bubbly,
I was
and it's
literally about
still
to say
like,
that.
you know,
The beats are bright.
Yeah, like it's so good.
And it kind of, I mean, it's
Sounds
weird.
like childlike lullaby, like
Yeah.
Rugrats and shit. Come on, like.
She actually tweeted about that. I think someone was like, "Oh, No Name needs to project her voice more. Like she isn't loud enough on the mic." And she tweeted she quoted the tweet, and she was like, "I make lullaby raps, bitch."
See? See?
that's my
Maybe I
mood.
subconsciously remember that. The lullabies.
And
What were you
actually,
gonna say? I
it's
cut you
funny
off.
her what you just said, like how her music is. if you look at her, it like reflects that.
It does.
Cause she kind of looks like she's
Very
like a little,
subtle.
yeah, like subtle and kind of just like a little kid.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
But at the same time, you also kind of be like, she might fuck me up.
Let me not cross her.
Her tiny desk is so
but
good.
I think,
Have y'all
like-
seen the
I haven't
desk?
seen the tiny
Yeah, her
desk.
tiny desk
So
is fire.
her tiny
See
desk
it.
is so good.
Okay, I'm gonna steal something from that soon. Thank you for that.
I think what makes her and Tierra Whack so polished as MCs though, and just writers, they both did spoken word.
Oh.
They both did spoken word. So like
Interesting.
looking at that and just kind of comparing them to just like other rappers in general, like you could just tell that they polished, they know their technique, they know how to write, and
Yeah, because when you come in with a poetry background, you kind of look at rhyme schemes and rhythm schemes much different, because when you come off of not that, you think, okay, I got to make everything rhyme, end rhymes, middle rhymes. But in poetry, they tell you, don't focus on rhyming. Don't focus on rhyming, right? It's about the inflection, the way you say it, what words sound good together, how original is the word that you're going to use. Like when you read that, it's like, oh, I like how they use that. And that's what makes it, like you said, that's what makes them so distinguished, because they have that background.
The flow is impeccable.
the flow is impeccable.
I'm just saying.
And then weird fact, I was looking at like Tierra Whack used to just grow up studying Dr. Seuss. That
yeah,
makes
I
sense.
saw
That like,
It's funny. You know, No Name has a book club?
I'm not
Are
surprised.
you in it?
Huh? Hell yeah, I'm in it.
What did she assign you guys
Are we
to
not
read, or what are
surprised?
you reading right
I'm
now?
just kidding. I'm not in it.
Aw.
But she
Come on,
had
Santini.
she,
You
I've been trying. I was like,
Lie.
ooh, we got insider information.
she had a meetup in LA. She had like a book signing and like a talking circle and stuff like that. But I was out of town. I wish I
Aw,
could. And she also
you
made a
did.
little knapsack, and it's like played off Schoolhouse Rock.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
love it.
It's pretty hard. Like y'all gotta hop on the No Name book club. Like
Damn. How much? Okay.
What's it
anyway.
called? It's funny because she's from Chicago, right?
Yes.
yeah,
What's it called? The same. I mean, he has one too. I mean, he's older.
Lupe?
Lupe.
Lupe, yeah.
And like, he used to do spoken word and all that shit too. I
There we
don't know,
go.
something about Chicago MCs,
hot dog
bro.
on a bun.
I hate Santino.
SMH.
But yeah. No
How do
Name.
you guys feel about what
Tierra Whack.
Jermaine Dupri said? You remember that? He was just like, all these rappers, they just talk about their pussy. They're just talking about sex. They ain't talking about anything different. Da, 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 da.
And then
Because
people
they're
named a bunch of
ignorant.
people, and he was like, that ain't doing it for me. I was like, bruh, I bet you just mad because you got called out because you're just ignorant to the whole game right now.
You know what was
Fully.
Did you see Dame Dash talk about when
Nuh-uh.
they were playing Dame Dash female MCs in like videos, and he was like, oh, you know, I could rock it. Then they played him a little Bad Baby.
Bad Bobby.
Bad Bobby.
Oh.
And he was all, I ain't fucking with it. Turn that shit off. He said she like 15 years old rapping about sex. I feel like Bill Cosby right now.
Oh, damn.
No,
You know Kim was
he
young
said,
too
he
when
said
she
R. Kelly,
started.
I think. I was just like,
Oh.
fuck.
Oh, yeah, that's what he said, R. Kelly.
He said, I want to hear about this shit, man. She like my daughter's age.
Aw.
Damn.
But he did like
Innocence.
Rico Nasty.
Oh,
And
I'm surprised we haven't
Santino.
mentioned
Well,
Rico Nasty.
I wanted to
Hold on,
finish this
sorry.
whole because you know
Okay.
I love I've been on No Name.
I
for a
know
minute.
why you like. I just did my research because I didn't really know about her, but I can see why you like Rico Nasty.
When you don't.
huh?
You don't really like her. I can tell by
Me?
your face. You're like, I can see why you like her.
Well, it's not that I dislike her, but she's just not my like
Same.
taste.
She's not my taste. But she's like aggressive as fuck,
But she
and she
reminds
raps
me-
like a dude.
I like to me she reminds me of a death metal. Like if she was a death metal like rocker, that's what she reminded me
There's a
of.
few songs I like. Like
Kinda
Ice
like
Cream's
more-
cool. Like there's a few, but I can only take so much.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
old.
Well, it's funny that you say that too, because I was listening to an interview with Kenny Beats, and he was saying when she made Smack a Bitch, that's when she started to rebrand. Like before that, she was making like Sugar Trap, just like sweet, soft auto-tune stuff. And then she got into a fight. I think it was at South by Southwest, and she made Smack a Bitch. And she hopped in the studio with. After that, she was like
Kenny
working with
Beats.
Kenny Beats more, and she was like, "So what are you trying to do?" She was like, "I want some like Death Grip shit." And if you don't know who Death Grips is, that's like a industrial experimental hip hop group. That's
I would
just like
never go
super
to one of their
hardcore.
shows. I would die.
That shit is so
They'd
fun.
fuck me up.
Santino's happy place.
I definitely crowd surfed at that show. That was crazy.
Not for me.
But yeah, it's funny you say that because that is like that's what when she started like doing the whole new branding. That's what she went off of. But yeah, I love Rico Nasty. She
And-
got bars.
And
She's,
just the way she even changed her voice to make it sound like, because that's the real reason why I don't listen. Like I'm not really a fan because of her voice.
Mhm.
And,
I think so too.
but
A
it,
little grid.
I think it's even though it's not my taste, I think it's a dope ass lane. Like
Me too.
Nobody,
It's just literally
yeah.
her voice.
Yeah.
Like how me and Cole, like, I know you can't relate to that. But honestly, I
No,
was
I feel
like,
you.
no, this is actually like cool. Like Kenny Beats is fire. The delivery's good. It's not like she's rapping about bullshit. It's just her voice she sounds like she's trying to be a dude or something. I don't know.
No,
I likened it to just like being like, I feel like if I listen to more harder rock, I would appreciate her voice.
Yeah.
But I don't, so I can't appreciate
no
it.
context.
And so like I'm like, oh, this is cool. I will get tired of it, but I think it's fire. Like,
Because anger management sounds cool.
Your management was fire. What'd she say? She said
I
just
could
like
only take so much of it. I was like, all right, I'm turning off.
she,
And
she
if-
said just like
You don't
Scotty,
like get
you
in
will
the
always
mood
see me
for it.
with
You
two
have to be in a
hotties. I
mood.
was like, oh fuck, god damn. Like she's just so hard. Like I love Rico Nasty. Even like her shit, like cause I didn't find out about her till recently when she dropped
Anger
after
management?
she dropped Smack a Bitch.
Oh.
That's when I found out about her because I was like, yo, what girl is rapping like this is crazy? And then like I've just been on her on top of that, the nasty bitch, I'm nasty, you know, and then Nasty World went crazy. And yeah, but I even checked out like some of her Sugar Trap shit, and even that's good. And she's even starting to bring that back because now she's like, okay, I'm famous off of my new branding shit. Let me start going back to like my Sugar Trap stuff, what my core fans wanted. Because there's an uproar when she dropped Smack a Bitch. Everybody was like, what happened to our Sugar Trap queen? Like, what the hell is this?
Sugar Trap.
And because I talked to a couple people too, and she was,
That's what I thought.
she was
Fucking
like,
Betty.
I kind of talked to a couple people and they were like, oh yeah, like I liked her before and now she's crazy. And I was like, you see that?
Quite a range.
Yeah, has a range, but yeah, love Rico Nasty. She got bars, she can spit, she different.
I respect her. Let's not get that twisted.
No,
I
yeah.
do respect
She's
her.
doing
It's
it.
No.
not for me.
Oh yeah, yeah, guys. If you don't like it, doesn't mean can't respect it.
what do we feel about Saweetie?
I've never really
She's a
listened to her
club
music.
girl. The girls love her in the
she
club.
has
I am,
she has
you
a
know, I'll
lane.
dance.
I just know that one
But am I
joint
gonna
that's
like
like,
listen to that in my car and be like,
In
Dad?
the-
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not gonna do all that.
It's fun when it comes on and like.
I ain't can't even
But-
front. I haven't tapped in because we went to the show and I was
Oh
like,
yeah, you have
Rick
to keep
was
bringing
like
up that
checked
show.
out. He was like,
He was in a daze, a
Not
stupor, if
amused.
you will.
I gotta be careful though. I might get the Quavo, the
I
Migos gif of them
know.
pulling up with the.
I never
with
really
the
listened to her
rolling up
either.
the sleeves.
The only song I know is that one that's like Icy, Wifey.
That's the one we saw
Motherfucking
her
me.
do.
Yeah. That's the only song I know, and that shit is cool, but it's
I
not
think
something
you would
like.
know more if you heard
It's
it.
not bad.
It's not like
I wouldn't
would
say that.
No, yeah, it's
No,
not bad.
it's
It's just
not
not
bad.
something I would like listen to.
Voluntarily be
Yeah,
like,
just
yo, let me put on Sweetie.
if it comes on, I'm not like turn this shit off, but I'm not gonna jump to put it on.
Keep driving.
And
What are your
then-
thoughts?
Oh, by the
on-
way, real quick, going back to Rico real fast.
Yeah.
I love the fact that she rapped and sampled Noriega's and
Super
Neptune,
Thug.
the Super Thug.
Hey.
And also she did that with Hayden with the Jay-Z
Yeah,
sample.
with the Jay-Z sample, yeah.
Yes, she did.
That shit was, oh my
When I
god.
start doing, that's when I feel old. 'Cause I'm like, damn, like there's so many things being sampled right now. Like,
Yeah.
don't touch that,
It's all
please.
coming.
Don't touch that.
in
You
a
are
circle
old.
now.
I know. High key. Shut up! I hate you.
She's always rubbing it in.
But no,
Let her
because
be.
you'll see when your time comes. You'll be like, damn.
I mean,
why'd
I'm
they
old
even
too.
do
Niggas is
that?
already losing hair and shit. Like,
We should shout out Il Camille.
Yes,
She's
she's
just really
tight.
holding it
LA,
down in
holding it
LA.
down.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
don't know her.
She's a
please know
lyricist,
her.
storyteller. Really just authentic person.
Look, Kaylee 47. I like her.
She's
I like
cool.
oh yeah.
I haven't listened to her.
attitude and money.
I
You know,
feel
like
like
from
you
what
would
I
like
have
her.
heard.
Yeah.
She's hard.
She's sick. Yeah.
I think
She's
you-
just like kind of just. I want to say quirky.
Yeah.
Is that the girl who always wears a bandana over her face?
She has like a ski mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen her around. I just haven't listened to her yet. I've been meaning to get
I
around
think you'll
to
like
it.
her actually. She's tight.
She seems tight.
Um,
Y'all listen to Cupcake?
She's, you know, she's
by who?
cupcake.
That's the artist.
No,
The
I
don't
artist
know
is
Cupcake?
You don't know
I don't know who
Cupcake?
that is.
You don't?
Isn't she spelled with
She's
like
just
two K's or
like-
something?
Yeah.
Rapping about dildos. And
No, yeah, she's
sex,
like,
it's just
and
like
she's
the-
kind of heavy set, so it's like she wants, you know, no body shaming, and she's doing her thing. She's
Yeah.
cupcake.
She's on that wave right now. She even like leaked her own nudes on Twitter.
Oh, did she? I
yeah,
didn't see
just,
those.
like
I
full
didn't
body.
She just don't give a fuck.
No,
No,
yeah, she
she
doesn't.
don't.
She doesn't. She's just like all about sex appeal and just like I'm big, so the fuck what? And She can rap. I just want to hear her rap about more. Like the music she has out is cool.
Little
It's
more
hilarious. It's like kind of gimmicky. It's a shtick.
That's what it
But-
is. That's why I'm not like so into it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I know what you're doing. Like, you know your lane. You're in that lane. But give me more. Give me.
Yeah,
like, be a real artist.
because
Because that's
I-
only gonna last so long.
Because I know she can do more. Because she can spit. Like the way she's writing those beats is like, okay, you're technically good. Like why aren't
His
you rapping about
delivery
more
and-
shit?
You know who I feel that who does that, who can do that, and she's not doing it either. Doja Cat.
Yes.
Oh, she used to be tight. I used to like So High. Like she was at Bananas. I never saw. I wanted to go see her, but then she blew up with the fucking cow song. And
Wasn't there one before that?
now, good luck. She ain't gonna be.
There was another song before the cow song.
I
Maybe
liked
not.
So Hard. She had a couple.
I didn't
It
know
was
about
more
her
like-
until that bitch
like-
came out.
Ooh.
Zen
I seen
out
her in
kind of hip hop.
I think performing in Chinatown before she blew up. And after I was trying to shoot my shot, but
We all know how that went.
well, I was still with my. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway.
But yeah, no, she makes outside of that, she like makes chill hop, right? Like it's super.
It was
kinda
very
like,
chill.
It's
like
like
shit you would
spacey
get
and laid
high
back.
to,
Yeah.
like if you were the type to get high.
Not that I do that, but
But if you were that type, you might do that or something.
along
But
those lines.
she had, what was that? The fruit song she just dropped. She had that video and she was like, fruit.
Oh
She
yeah.
was like, a cherry booty. And then she was like,
Watermelon.
strawberry and watermelon.
yeah. She. That's
Then
why,
she got gimmicky now.
Yeah, gimmicky.
Yeah, like come on. I don't know.
It's like, all right, you're thick. What else?
I mean,
Do you guys like Dreezy? I like.
Oh
Dreezy.
yeah, Dreezy's dope.
I think she's doing her thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, another Chicago rapper.
I saw
doing her
her.
thing.
I love
She was
Dreezy.
okay.
Yeah.
I haven't peeped her yet.
I think she's like grown a lot as an artist too. She's kind of
I saw
become
her
her
this
own
year.
brand and like I really liked her song with Black and Kodak Black. It was oh, I can't remember, but it was very like woke. I don't know. I
Really?
think she has like a good range and like she can do the luxurious Chanel bag raps, but then like talk about storytelling and her life and yeah.
Do y'all listen to Little Sims?
Yes, her
Yeah.
album this year was so good.
Yes, Little Sims album was so damn good.
Gray area.
My friend put me on.
She's really talented.
She had a release party like downtown.
Really?
Yeah, and he went. I was like, lucky.
That's cool. She's very talented.
So,
I'm gonna say it because I love her, but
Say it.
I love Meg Thee Stallion.
she's definitely on the conversation right here.
Yeah. No, I mean she
I
defined
still
the
haven't listened
summer.
to her music.
Hot girl summer.
Hot girl summer.
Hot
It's a
Girl
big
Summer.
Like,
deal.
Everybody
She's from
was
Houston.
trying. All the
She could really spit though.
I went
She
back
really
and just
can.
like looked up her old freestyles and shit. Cause I mean, I could look.
I love her freestyle.
I could have looked at the hot. I could looked at the hot girl summer shit. I just disregarded all that. And
Yeah.
I went back and I seen her freestyle that she did. The little Houston. It's like a Houston like free cipher, and they rapped over 4 p.m. in Calabasas by Drake. And she just was like, she showed up bad as fuck
Of course.
and bodied all these niggas,
Of
and I was just like, yeesh.
She's tight, man.
she's definitely doing something powerful. That,
And like, I just respect
She's
that
next up for
she
real.
promotes that she's still in school, like
yeah.
stuff like that. I'm like, damn, like,
She's still in school?
bro, still in like
Yeah.
senior this year.
How
like,
old is she?
I don't know, probably
Early 20s.
20, 21. Oh, by the way, her mom is H Wood. It's Hollywood.
R.I.P.
Yeah. And I didn't know that either. And I was just like, oh, that's in your blood to rap.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and just like how, I don't know, I get more become more of a fan of an artist when they like do they homework on older people.
But her
And-
mom passed away. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Did you see that interview where they didn't know and they were asking about her mom? And it was the most awkward shit ever.
That's so
It was so
sad.
crazy. I was like, damn,
Yeah,
people
I
really don't
missed
do
it,
their
really.
research. It was
Oh my
so bad.
That is horrible.
It was. She just like walked out.
Who did the interview?
I don't know, some radio
That's
station.
why.
You know that shit wouldn't happen if you came over and conversated though.
And
do
just
our
how she got her
research.
Tina Snow,
Persona.
her alter ego. She got that from Pimp C.
That's amazing.
Like, you know, she took that from Pimp C.
She does her homework.
Trill.
So like, you know, I got a lot of respect for Meg.
No, she's
Yeah.
tight.
I still haven't checked her out, but I have checked out like her freestyles and like songs here and there, and she just like I know she can rap. I just got to get around to like listen to her.
I'm glad the City Girls are on because
have them
I've
on
been
this
rocking with
list.
them for so
at
long.
I could see Reek in his car listening
I
to
know.
City Girl.
I was trying to put Homegirls on the City Girls, and it was like, you listen to these ratchet girls. Now everybody talking about it. You know,
Oh, this is hot. This is the latest. That is the
Period.
worst. When
He
people
flew
don't
out.
even.
I'm like, shut your ass up, bro. I tried to put you on the City Girls so long ago.
That's the worst. I get so mad. I'm like, I've been
I
saying.
know. I told
That
you.
shit is
Check
the
them out.
that shit is the
I'm like,
or the when they be the worst is
Free
when they listen.
JT. Free JT.
The thing is, nobody cares till everybody cares.
Yeah,
and that's
and
facts.
then they
That's
pretend
a
I'm
like
fact.
they
like,
were
you're
day
a fucking
one.
follower. You don't even like this shit because you like it.
The worst is
Goodbye.
when they play it around you and they be like, "Oh, did you hear this?" I'm
I'm
like,
like, I
You're
played this
like-
shit for you 6 months ago.
"Bruh." That shit is the worst.
I'm not crediting Drake for putting them on either, and I put me onto them. I knew about them before that.
Bye, Drake.
Yeah, Drake didn't. Yeah.
Please.
I mean, a lot of people discovered him after he
I
put them
know,
on
but-
the.
Yeah.
He
You
sampled
hate
them.
to hear it.
I hate to hear it.
Oh, man.
The phrase of the day. I hate to
I've
hear
been
it.
saying that forever. It's been like a year now since I've been saying that phrase.
Have you guys heard of the girl from Compton, Asia? It's like
I have.
AZJAH. She's good. She's
I
new,
haven't-
but
She's from Compton.
I've heard of her, but I haven't listened to her
she's like
music.
she's like the queen of Compton right now.
Wait, isn't that what Watts was talking about? Watts?
Maybe.
He think he
Did he
mentioned
say
her
her
name.
name? Asia. She's good. She
I gotta
dropped
check her
a little
out.
project this year, and yeah, the city's kind of coming up behind or like supporting her really big, and she's
That's
a
tight.
spitter. She can.
Oh, also shout out Snow the Product.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I did
Yes.
her.
Here we go,
She's
the
just-
technical flow.
Snow
Oh.
the Product. God damn, she can rap.
Rap.
She
Holy
really
shit.
can. It's crazy.
God damn, she can ride a beat. If y'all don't know who Snow the Product, I feel like she's kind of slept on. She doesn't get
She's
pushed.
been around for a while.
Yeah,
Like
she doesn't
2011 or
get
some
pushed
shit.
a whole lot, but like
I'm gonna say this.
Anybody.
Like we had Eminem. Like I think for the women, Snow the Product is the one. Like as
If
far
you
as
like flow.
like she got
That won't
bars,
sell a lot
bro.
of people because they don't like him. But if you
I'm just. I mean, if you don't, whatever.
But you're right.
Snow
If
the-
they don't even, yeah, go.
Snow
Here
the
we go
Product
again.
is fucking tight though.
Yeah, no, she's.
She
and
does her
she's
thing.
been in the game.
studies
like, she's
the
done
craft.
she's gotten so many cosigns too, but she's still just.
It's weird.
Not
Like,
like
she just stays in that.
And she's from Houston
Yeah.
too, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
she's from Texas.
Her, she could have signed to a big label, and Tech Nine was like co-signing her for a while. I think
That's a big
and-
cosign.
Yeah.
Got crazy. We talked about the co-phone.
But
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Yeah, we
feel
talked
like
about Cova. I don't think we covered Tech 9. I think we
We
might
should
have.
Oh,
have.
we didn't.
I
I
think
was
we
at a
should
show. I
have.
was at his show like a week later, and I was like,
Ah, we missed because that
yeah,
shit
the
is.
whole thing. That's a whole nother episode.
It is.
I think that she oh fuck it, I forgot what I was gonna say. I had an idea or whatever.
Something about her being signed, or
Oh, I was gonna say
Jared woke up. He literally just woke up to wrap up. I cannot stand this. I hope you're recording this today
he has his jacket
because
off.
Yo.
He's in his little wife beater.
Jared he is the
that shit
he's
was
a supporter, but
hilarious,
at the
bro.
same time, man, he's literally sleeping on her.
So don't sleep on this podcast. Don't be Jared.
I can't believe I just witnessed that. He was like a homeless man. He had like a jacket over himself.
No.
She's still like a homeless man.
I turned around a while ago to like just see, and then he was like literally like jacket over top upper half of his body, arms like I was like, what the fuck?
And didn't he just say before we got whatever, bro?
He's fake. Fake. Jared is
Hey,
fake.
where's Drew at? Like I said, but this guy was Drew.
Oh,
He think- no.
At least Drew was awake for the whole conversation.
I know Drew at
Tim.
least seemed like engaged somewhat.
No, you are not. Would you cut that out?
Okay, I guess we're gonna wrap it up. But
Yeah.
do you
Yeah,
guys know
I think
Baby
that's our
Mother?
time.
I just wanted to mention
Baby
her.
Mother.
Who?
Baby mother.
Baby Mother, she's tight.
Definitely.
She's like,
Okay.
she really has two
Uh-huh.
kids and she's from Tennessee and she's pretty
Oh.
tight actually. Like she
Hard.
came up on my Spotify and I was like, oh,
Oh,
fuck with this.
there you go.
Oh,
Wait,
Cash Doll.
Cash Doll. Yeah, go
Drums
ahead.
is
I'm
gonna
just
break
He's
throwing
gonna
her
do
name
one
out
more
there.
just because
Like,
Jared. Yeah, we're
I'm
gonna
not
go
the
as long as we
biggest
want.
Cash Doll fan, but I'm just saying she deserves a mention in the
Yeah.
conversation.
Isn't there
Doing her
Asian doll
thing.
too?
There's a
Cuban
lot of
doll.
dolls.
There's
a lot
Cuban
of
doll,
dolls.
Asian. There's a
Yeah.
lot of
There's
dolls.
China.
But
like,
Cash
yeah.
Doll is Cash Doll Senior on
Not
her
China doll,
Instagram,
just
so
China.
She's the
She's the original.
the
doll.
original.
She's the OG
she's
of
the
this
OG
shit.
of the dolls.
Oh,
Yeah. I guess
She's been doing it for a while, hasn't
yeah,
she?
she's
Like,
been
yeah.
for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I just
All
want to say her
right.
name.
Respect.
Well,
because I
shout
feel
out
like
to
she-
all the
Cash
ladies.
doll.
I love this
Shout out to
resurgence
anyone,
of people
yeah.
paying attention to them. It's not like they
I think
weren't
it's
rapping.
important.
People just weren't paying attention or giving them credit. And we didn't even mention Cardi.
Oh.
Dude. Who the fuck are we?
I mean, do we really need to talk about
But
Cardi?
just saying,
deserves a
just saying,
mention.
like, let's give her a shout out
No,
at least.
no
Killing the
disrespect
game.
to
She won a
Cardi though. Like
Grammy.
she big as shit. Like
She's implied.
Yeah,
she got a
she's
Grammy.
killing
It's not
the
disrespect
game.
to
To
Cardi.
not mention her in this entire episode
Didn't
is
we
not
mention
okay.
right. That's
I
facts.
thought we like mentioned her.
No, shout out-
Did we?
I don't know.
I don't
Shout
think
out
we did.
Cardi B.
Shout out to Cardi B. She said I
She's
run
really
this shit like
doing-
cardio. That was a bar. She doing her thing. She doing her thing.
She holds her
That's
own
shady.
with like
How's that
three
shit-
I don't know.
goats
You just
and-
seem shady.
No, that was genuine. Like I was dead
His
serious.
face don't disagrees with me. Good.
Bodak
she
Yellow
did the damn thing.
defined an era.
Definitely did.
Yeah.
She doing her thing. She cool. She cool. Shout out Cardi B.
She
You know,
cool.
she
She
raising culture and shit. You know,
Every song on
she
her album.
she making music.
is certified.
I'm proud of her. She cool.
Invasion of privacy.
Invasion of Privacy was cool. You know what I'm saying? Very pop art album cover.
I want to shout out Earl Garrett because he was putting on for Cardi B like way back when she was
Ooh,
just
I know
like
Earl.
a
Shout out to
stripper
Earl.
and or yeah, he's
Before she blew
So
up,
I was
he was
like,
like,
Earl
Cardi B's the
knows.
next up.
tap in with Earl, you guys. He knows.
Be A&R. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
well,
that's it.
everything-
Okay, I guess.
We're well over an hour. We're about to hit
well.
that.
Shout our
you
handles
guys.
and stuff out since we haven't done that forever.
What'd you
And
say?
Shout the
Oh, because we
Handles
haven't shout our
and all
own
that fun
handles.
stuff.
Oh, wow. Cloud Chaser. Who's the Cloud Chaser
I'm talking
now?
about-
Oh.
You see the shirt? Hey yo, this is a
And his shirt says
promo.
Cloud. Who's
out
Cloudy
here
now?
branding.
I'm wearing a
Marketing.
plain black T-shirt.
Got my
I bought this at the
MC Light.
Callejones, $5. It was originally $15, but I talked them down. You know what I'm saying? Support the Mexicans, support my people.
What's
Always.
just Mexican
Yo,
Independence
did I
Day?
tell you about? Okay, so last story. I was gonna buy fruit from a fruit cart because I was trying to support my people. Because you know we always hustling with a
hustling.
fruit cart, right? So I go up there and it's a white man and he takes Venmo.
What?
Dude, no, okay.
And I was just like,
There's a
what
whole.
are you doing? And then
Bruh.
I was mad because he really isn't a hustler. He wasn't there the next day or the day after. I was
He
like,
just
you just
got
doing a
his money
pop-up
in
fucking
that.
fruit cart?
Bro.
There's gentrification and cultural appropriation. The trash can't fail. But back to my point.
Bro, I just seen, I don't know what I was watching. I don't know if it was I don't know what I was looking at. It was about people starting up their own startup businesses, but there was a couple that was basically like, they were like, yeah, the way so I wasn't paying attention. It was kind of just playing. It was like, you know, we have our own fruit cart or whatever. And I'm sitting there like,
Fuck out of here.
hold on. I looked, I said, hold on. I'm like, nigga, we've been doing this shit.
We've been doing this shit for ages.
Like,
Ages.
I'm like, yo, just because y'all niggas take Venmo now, like.
I was like kind of hot about, not hot, but I was just like, man. You know,
And sometimes
I'll
we
do
got,
that.
sometimes we have
even
more
have
than
the
fruit.
fruit
We got the elote, we got the shade, the raspados. Sometimes, you know what I'm, bro. We be hitting
Definitely
all
have
the
the
avenues,
raspados.
all of them.
All of the avenues, the wheel chips,
The chip.
You know what I'm
You put the
saying?
lime juice and the tapatio on. Fire. What?
the paletas.
All right,
Dang.
man, we gotta go. We gonna.
All right, now we're just rambling about nonsense. Okay, but yeah, handles.
Well, overly conversated. I don't know how to spell it all the time. So.
Wow.
All the time. So sometimes
I'm
you know
the
how to
social
spell
media manager.
Oh my.
On Twitter, it's at @OV_conversated.
There you go.
Instagram, overly conversated. Facebook, overly conversated. Since I'm the only one that uses the Facebook.
Shout out to Vic. She's killing it on the
Shout out
social
Vic.
media
Yeah,
game.
she been killing our social
always.
media shit.
Just understand.
Right. Anything that y'all know about us on there, don't hit me talking about what is this, because I do not know. See it when y'all see it.
Oh my god. I'm at Andrea the number 3 stacks
On everything.
on everything.
You can find her posting with a picture with rappers.
He
Clout
gets
chasing.
so mad and calls me a clout chaser, but I'm just like a music fan. So at the end of the day, you could hashtag clout chaser all you want, but you the one wearing clout.
Facts. Where you at, Santino?
Where you at?
I'm just trying to process that whole exchange that just occurred. You can follow me on Instagram at Childish Santino and on Twitter at YK Santino.
Lady V with 3 eyes. On Instagram, there's a dot in between, so lady.v 3 eyes.
Yeah.
I don't have any social media.
At
Yes, he
DJ
does. Enrique has
_Draulikz,
social media.
DRAULIKZ.
All right, let's cut him off. Okay.
The guy who
Thanks,
fell
guys.
asleep.
Appreciate you. No, we're not even gonna give him the shout out.
You don't even get any airtime today.
I don't have time for him today.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
for
tuning in. We
Thank you for
love
listening,
you and we
guys.
appreciate you
Be
listening.
safe in these streets.
Outro.
I thought you were gonna say your bye.
We did. That
I didn't say it today.
No, because every episode she says bye in a specific.
Oh,
I've been noticing. I
bye.
listen to them and I'm like, she says it literally the same way
I
every
didn't
time.
say it today.